I would classify myself as a lasagna connoisseur because, well, I think I make the best lasagna, but Laura's here to show me that maybe hers is a little bit better than mine. Season 6 of MasterChef.
Yep.
And you can cook your pasta. I mean, your nonna has shown you everything from scratch.
Yep.
How do you make your lasagna?
Well, this is a traditional lasagna,
Yep.
and I like to use 3 different types of meat mince. So I've got chicken, pork, and veal.
Okay, good.
And pretty stock standard, onion, garlic, celery,
Yeah.
a few herbs and spices.
Do you want me to start chopping that
I
for
would
you?
love you to. So if you'd like to get onto the sauce first, so chop up some onion, garlic, celery, and carrot, and I might start on the bechamel.
Great.
While you're doing that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour into my butter, which is melted, and we're going to fry that off.
Now, for your lasagna, do you have a thick bechamel or a thin bechamel?
I like to use a thin bechamel. I think it's much lighter, and that way you can enjoy more lasagna, which is my absolute favourite.
I think lasagna also tastes better the next day. I even eat it cold for breakfast. That's how much
So
I
good.
love it.
I don't blame you. Cool. So my flour and butter is bubbling away. So I'm slowly going to add some milk and whisk it like crazy because I don't want any lumps in there.
Yeah.
So there's nothing worse than a floury and thick bechamel that hasn't been cooked out properly. I mean, you want to taste a silky, creamy mixture with the lasagna.
Exactly.
And you don't want raw flour. It's just nothing nice at all.
Not at all.
I'm going to grate some nutmeg into it. I love nutmeg.
Me too.
In custards, in absolutely anything, like on top of a hot chocolate. So in the bechamel, it's beautiful. So a little bit of salt and pepper in the bechamel as well.
I'm just going to tip them in there for you.
So we want to get some really nice colour on these vegetables before we add anything else into the pan.
Okay, so in with that. 2 cloves of garlic. You're going to get some thickness into that
this.
bechamel, and then that part of the sauce is completely done, and then we'll start adding the meat.
Beautiful. So I've added the 3 different types of mince. We've let that brown off. We've broken it down to beautiful little chunks. And now we're going to deglaze it with some white wine.
I can do that.
Thank you.
Say when.
When?
Okay.
I could have kept going. Beautiful. So we're going to let that reduce down. We're going to add in the beautiful herbs we've got.
So are we leaving them whole, or do you want them chopped?
I'd like them whole.
Okay,
honestly.
so
just you can break them up a little bit. Some sage.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Because you can leave it whole, and then it's easier just to take out later. So we've got 2 bay leaves to put you in.
Beautiful.
And how much of that?
About half of that.
Half of that?
Yeah. Lovely. Straight in.
Great, love those herbs. Okay, now this looks like a lot of sauce for a small amount of meat.
A very traditional Italian lasagna recipe has less meat and more sauce. But because we're cooking this out for a long time, a lot of this sauce is going to evaporate down and cook off.
And don't forget though, you still want it to be really saucy because we've got dry instant pasta sheets here.
Yep.
And that's going to take a lot of that moisture too. So we want it to be saucy. So how long are we cooking your bolognese for?
So I reckon we'll put the lid on, leave it for about 2 hours and let it reduce down to a really, really low heat.
2 hours. It seems like a long time.
It does.
But it's essential.
Exactly.
Sugar.
Yes, about a tablespoon or so of sugar. Beautiful. Tomatoes love sugar.
Well, we can go and have a little cup of tea maybe. Maybe a little glass of white wine.
Love it. Let's do that. So this sauce has been bubbling away on a low heat for about 2 hours. And it's super thick, super rich, and it smells...
Those herbs are spectacular that you've added to that.
Yeah, everything's just melted away. Beautiful. So we can turn that off.
So how do you like to assemble
My lasagna.
your lasagna? Go for it.
All right, I do sauce on the bottom.
Yep.
Just so the pasta doesn't stick, so to the bottom of the tray.
How much, I should ask you how much cheese, because I could go forever with that.
I think that's good.
That's a lot of cheese.
That's a lot of cheese.
And which cheese have we got here?
So we've got a pecorino. You could either use pecorino or a parmigiano would be really nice as well.
Okay.
So that is done. So I'll start putting some pasta sheets down.
Now this is not any type of lasagna sheet, is it?
No, these are curly lasagna sheets. So they're instant as well. You don't have to pre-cook them. So all we're going to do is just lay them flat. Might go that way.
Yep. Start a bit of a collage.
Pretty much. And if they're not going to fit, just break them a little bit. So that would fit fit there nicely.
Fits like a glove.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
So a little bit more sauce on top. Just so you're covering all the corners. This pasta needs quite a bit of moisture, so don't be shy. Bit of bechamel. So
just drizzle.
Drizzle it along.
And do you put layers of cheese, or this is just for the top?
I do layers of cheese.
Good. So I'll
Beautiful.
Be on
You can be the
duty.
cheese lady.
So sprinkling
A little bit of each. Beautiful.
this cheese, pecorino, but not too much again.
No.
All right, we've got a few
Beautiful.
more layers to go. We'll finish that off. And what temperature is the oven? How long are we cooking this for?
So we're going to cover it with foil, pop it in the oven, 200 degrees for about 45 minutes.
And then we get to try it.
Yay.
All right. It smells divine in here. Shall we slice into it?
Let's do it. I'm starving.
Yeah. That out. Go.
Lovely.
And then pop that on there. Ho, ho, ho.
Yum. Looks so good. You go first.
Okay.
Hopefully it's as good as yours. It's probably boiling as well.
You know, I love my lasagna, but I also love Laura's. It's so good. You know what I love about it? It's got all those beautiful different layers of that curly lasagna through it. And it's not just 1, 2, 3 layers. We've got lots of layers. It tastes sensational. You've got a big mouthful. I'll let you finish that. I'm just going to keep eating this
That
piece.
is so good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Justine.